Here's my daughter, Josie. She is sweet. She's a little baby. That's when she was born. This is her just a couple weeks ago. She is so sweet. So I want to tell you guys this story. So a little over a year ago, September 11th, 2021, we were in a different house. So our last house was a slab. And we were going to have Josie, we were going to do a home birth. We did that last time with both kids, but we were getting ready for the birth of our new child. We were so excited. It was awesome. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. And as part of that process, my wife describes it as nesting, right? I describe it as the honey-do list of go get these things done. You have 2 weeks to do them because then we're having a baby, you know? The last thing was September 11th. We realized that we probably needed to redo just the tiles of the bathroom. It's kind of gross. So I'll show you guys this picture. So the toilet, again, this is kind of weird stuff, right? It was a gross bathroom, so I figured I should redo it. I'm not the handiest of people, but I'm good enough, right? I've done this kind of stuff before. I pulled up the tile. It was gross. We pulled up the rest of the tiles. Pretty gross. We're just going to lay down some new tile. Hey, if we got the tile out, we might as well take that vanity out too, right? You guys see that top left? And heck, while we're at it, we'll just take the toilet out too and just redo it. This isn't hard. Again, for those of you, has anybody ever it's doable, right? It's doable. So here's what happened. September 11th, 10:30 at night. My wife and son and 2 dogs are at my parents' house because the bathroom wasn't working. I'd already ripped out the toilet. The last thing on my to-do list was to take out the vanity and replace it. We'd already bought the stuff, just, takes a couple hours. So I disconnect the water, turn it off, and turn it off, turn on the faucet, the water runs out, it's good. So I start unscrewing the line, and it was like something out of a horror movie where you see this just slowly starting to shake back, and I was like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, the water pressure is now free to do as it wishes. And so it's shooting up, and it's hitting the ceiling and raining on me. And I have no clue what's going on now. I'm way outside my depth. It's 10:30 at night and it's raining on me in my bathroom. I'm Googling how to shut off my water. And so, if you know a little bit, well, there's a main, right? There's a main. I just got to find the main. It's raining on me in my bathroom. Water's going everywhere. This isn't like a little trickle. It's raining on me. And now at 10:30 at night, I'm searching for the water shutoff that I had no clue where it is. I'm doing laps around my house with my headlamp, trying not to start crying, just going, where is this? My wife's asleep. I have no help. I am by myself. I can't find it. I call my wife saying, please don't be mad. And yet, I still can't find it. It's been 20 minutes, and it's been... So what I forgot to include. I was so freaked out, I tried to reach in. Maybe I could get a better angle and turn it off. In the process of doing so, I pulled the vanity back to get a better grip. I popped the other, because it's a double. I popped the other one, so... This whole time, there's been 2 open pipes pouring water all over my house. I ended up calling EMS. I called 911. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know the non-emergency number. This isn't an emergency, but please come. I don't know how to turn the water off at my house. Please come when you can. 30 minutes later, they show up. And for the last 30 minutes, I was taking a shop broom and just dragging water to the hole in the floor where the toilet had been and just crying. Just 30 minutes of that. And they came and they shut it off. They shut it off on the road, right? And then they walked inside. They're like, hey, this is actually like a fire hazard because this is the worst place for this master shut off. It was behind the water heater in this like pocket with like a cover. No, they had to look for it. They didn't even know where it was. My house is ruined. There's water over the entire thing. We are 3.5 weeks from our due date, and we were supposed to have a home birth. Talk about CIA, right? Talk about accepting something that you have no control over. You know, if I'm honest, I teach this stuff, I preach this stuff. I'm the guy on stage, and yet that was really hard for me. I was mad at myself. I was mad at our past, the people who we bought the house from, who were our friends. I was mad at a lot of people. I was frustrated. My ego was bruised. That like I'm the dad that's supposed to know how to do this stuff, and I have now made my family somewhat homeless 3.5 weeks before the birth of our kid. You with me on that, right? Like, I hope this never happens to you, but can you envision how I may have felt in that moment, right? So we stay up the whole night, just mopping, carting trash out. The next, week and a half, 2 weeks, we had people in working on stuff. So here's the thing. Fast forward, we actually ended up over the next couple weeks. Let me double check the slide, make sure I don't spoil this. Over the next couple weeks, I made countless phone calls to call in favors to contractors, to plumbers, to every single person I knew and their best friend's mother and whoever else I could get to come help me. And I drank more Red Bull than I had in decades. I pulled all-nighters for the first time in forever because the only way that this was going to get done was if we did something about it. That's the only way that it was going to get done. I don't know if you guys remember about a year ago, but like if you were talking to a contractor, they were probably backed up 6 to 8 months. We didn't have that. And so again, like we control the controllables isn't always fun. Controlling the controllables isn't always exciting. It's hard. It's painful. It costs money. It hurts. But what service looked like to my family over those next couple weeks was putting my personal health aside and saying, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to go on my runs. But it also meant protecting the time that I did have for the relationships I had with my clients. It was saying, hey, for this hour that I have my coaching call, that's all that matters. Like this was before, Chad, you and I started working together, but like anyone on my calendar deserved my best regardless of what was going on in my life. How many times have we showed up to a meeting and we're not there because we're someplace else? You guys with me on that? Yeah. We're more worried about what's going on someplace else than who we are with in that moment.